Lesson 3, your goal for your first day of Lesson 3 is to get about through the 8th module. So I'm just going to talk you through a little bit of information about lists. I'm going to do this in a new project just to give you a little bit of an overview instead of talking about the individual pieces that you're going to see in there. So lists are just like lists you see anywhere else. They can be an ordered list, which is numbered generally, and the order of those things matters, or unordered, where it doesn't matter, like a grocery list. Ordered lists look like this. So I do OL and an NOL. And each item, so that says, hey, we're going to make an ordered list right now. Each item within this has to be in an LI tag. So lists require 2 sets of tags. So if I said, let's say, I'm going to say, let's do favorite 90s bands. If I could type today, that'd be great. Let's see, here we go. So favorite 90s bands. For example, maybe I would do Nirvana. And if I hit play, you're going to see a list start to pop up here. And then I'll do another list item. And I will do Blink 182. And another list item. If I hit play, you're going to see it showing up here. And Incubus, etc. So that's going to be an ordered list, and they are numbered. The other kind of list is an unordered list, and that's where the order doesn't matter. That order obviously wouldn't really matter, but if it was like my favorite bands in specific order, like number 1, number 2, number 3, then that would matter. So an unordered list, let's do a we'll do a grocery list. That doesn't matter the order. In my unordered list, I would have to do a list item for each of them. So maybe I need shredded cheese. I'm going to hit play so you can see it pop up. And maybe I want milk. I don't drink milk, ew. I'm lactose intolerant, FYI, but I do eat cheese. And maybe I need eggs. So there's my 3 items. They show up just like that. So that's the 2 different kinds of lists. We can change the type of dots that show up here on the left. So in a unordered list, I can change my unordered list type, and I can say equals, let's change it to a square. I'm going to hit play. Oh, you can see it's already changing. They turn to a square. I could do a disc, we'll do circle because disc is the regular one. So those are the different ones that you can do. And then in a ordered list, you can change the type to, from instead of just the number 1 or 2, I could do ABC, I could do lowercase ABC, and I can also do Roman numerals. So that would be an I or a lowercase I. So those are your options for that. The next thing you're going to look at is inline styling. I can go to each of these list items, or any tag actually, and I can add a style right here in the tag. So I could say style equals, and I might do background color. Maybe I want the background color of this one to be, let's do gray. When I hit play, the background color of that one turns gray. Blink 182, maybe I want to do style equals, background color, and let's do blue. And I missed my quotes here. And if I click play, I missed my quotes again. Here we go. Blue. So that's changing that. I can also change multiple things at once. So I could do a semicolon and say font dash size, let's say 18 pixels, and then that is going to be bigger than the rest of them. So any semicolon, and then adding in that next set of information that I want to change. So we have our style tag, we have our attribute, and then we have our value, which we've been talking about. The last thing you're going to cover is nesting your lists together. So let's say I wanted to make I'm going to go with my grocery lists here instead because it'll be just an easier one for me to show you. Let's say I want to do a list that has by where I'm going to be in the store. So I know where in the grocery store I'm going to have to go for those specific items. Some things are going to be in the dairy section, some things are going to be in the freezer section. So I'm going to have my outer list here, and this is my grocery list. I'm actually going to change this to a heading 2 because I already have a heading 1. And take a look at that. And then within my list, I'm going to get rid of this so you can just see it a little bit more simply. I'm going to add another list in here. So I'm going to say list item and get rid of all of this for you so it's not confusing. My list item, I would start with things in the dairy. And then within this list, I would make, so this list item, I kind of want that to be a bigger heading. So I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to wrap that down and do this with it. All right, so that's one list item. Now within it, I'm going to make a new unordered list. And that list is going to look like this. So the things I need from the dairy would be the shredded cheese, and let's just say, I'll just do 2 eggs. So now I have a list. This should be grocery where you are. Oh, I put you in there twice, didn't I? Oh, yep, there it is. Now it looks right. Now that is this ordered list, or unordered list. I need to have a second list in here. So I've ended those 2 and this list item. My next list item would be the things that I'm going to put or get from the, not dairy, from the frozen food section. So each of these will be in their own little list. So I'll do another unordered list, and I will have, let's say, Jack's Pizza, and I will have, I love the Kodiak protein waffles, and Archer loves the, chicken pot pies. So if you look at this now, I've got a list within a list, which is kind of complicated, and I'm probably never going to ask you to do that, but you're going to try it today. You can also add images into lists. All you'd have to do is go underneath that list item or within that list item, depending how you want it to show up. So I would do this. Let's see, I'm going to go find a picture of a Jack's Pizza. I would do a break after it. And I would then add in an image tag. And I'm going to do the width right away. I'm not going to do the alt for this one. And that tag right away. Let me go find a Jack's Pizza. And images. Click on one. Right click. copy image address, hop on in there, paste it. Look, it's going to be huge. So I'm going to do like 50 pixels. And there's my Jack's Pizza. I made it show up underneath with that break. If I didn't have the break here, it would be right next to it. So that's going through Module 8 today, right through Module 8. And the next time we meet, we will be working with spacing and sizing and the box model. And that's about all that we'll talk about for this lesson.